Hey, Michael. Hey, Mulatto. Um, Let me just jump straight in. This ain't nothing. It's just, I don't know. I'm just letting off some steam. I thought I'd come out here and just talk to y'all. Talk to y'all about a few things. A few things that I know, a few things that I've seen, honey, and a few things that I just have no patience for. Um, so, and I'm going to change the title. Because when I don't typically like people's fucking names in my shit, but when people start getting on my nerves, I do clap back. But this person don't even deserve this right here. So I'm gonna try and calm down and bring it down and use this for us all with good sense as a learning curve right here. So see, this is why I'm gonna be quite frank. This is why I don't hit panels the way I used to. I don't hit panels the way I used to. And it's not about the panel holders, because if I'm over there, I fuck with you. I like you. I don't go places I don't like people. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't go places that I don't like people. So if I've ever came to your channel, that means I like you. I like what you're doing. But there's certain people that being not just, I don't really give a damn about the chat because I can ignore you all day. But when you up on the panel, I just can't have a conversation with you. Now this dude, J.I., he knows very well who I am. Very well who I am. Hey, he's been on several panels with me, and if he watches BMT, and I know he does because he's been on BMT show a lot, he has seen me over there, so he knows very well who I am. So why he's trying to act like he don't know what's going on and he don't know why I'm so upset? Here, I'm gonna show it to you. Hi, Chris. Hey, I'm gonna show it to you right now because there's nothing wrong with my memory. Here we go. So over a year ago, my first encounter with this dude, he was talking the same old BS that he hops from panel to panel to panel to panel to panel to panel talking about financial abortion. And if I'm lying, somebody in the chat tell me I'm lying. If you know this dude, you know I'm not lying. The very first encounter I had with him, he was talking about financial abortion. This was over a year ago. And to my understanding, he had been talking about it years before I met him. And now all of a sudden he don't know who I am, even though he's been on several panels with me. He was on a panel with me on Roger Report. He was on a panel with me on Teapot. And now he don't know who I am. Well, so let me remind you, nigga. Let me remind you right now. Because I know you know who I am. So right here, this is about a year ago on Teapot Show. And I'm going to play for you guys. I'm going to play for you what he said to me our very first encounter. I did not know this guy from Adam. Here he go. He had a whole debate with me. How the fuck he don't know who the fuck I am? You had a whole debate with me, nigga. You lying.
Okay. It's unfair. That time flew by. I didn't get to ask all the questions I wanted to. The time flew by. But it's unfair under the law that a woman can basically, what abortion is a woman absolving herself of all responsibility from a decision that she made. But men do not have that equal. Saying that a man can just walk away, that's not the same as having an abortion. Because when you have an abortion, the government isn't hounding you. When you give a child up for adoption, the government isn't hounding you for child support. The government isn't hounding you, threatening to throw you in prison, threatening to take your license, making your life a living hell. The government's not doing that if the woman chooses to get rid of it. Even though it takes two, quote unquote, it doesn't take two for that woman to have that abortion. It just takes one, just her. A man cannot force a woman to have an abortion. If a man
I should have warned y'all this nigga is hella long-winded. But basically, he came up there. Like I said, this was my first encounter with him, and he started talking about financial abortion. I never even heard of that term before. It's some term that he made up. But basically, to make a long story short, because this nigga is hella long-winded, he's talking about he's pretty much saying if a woman gets pregnant, it's 100% her fault, as if the man has no responsibility in it. He's actually said that before on panels. He's actually said that men have the right to have sex and they're going to have sex, unprotected sex, and they should have no consequences. This jackass has actually said that. Now, I can't take too much of him, so I'm going to fast forward to the part where he's talking about financial abortion so I can prove my point, and then I'm going to finish slaughtering this nigga. And then I'm not going to be on any more panels with this jackass. I really, like I said, I tried to get up there on the panel before anybody else did, so I could. It's not about, and let me tell y'all something. It's not about being afraid of these niggas. These are raggedy ass niggas. Ain't nobody afraid of these dudes. These are computer warriors. These niggas won't even fucking show their toenails on camera, let alone their goddamn ugly faces. What the fuck I look like being afraid of these niggas? They ought to be ashamed of themselves. Embarrassed. Embarrassed, absolutely. So I'm gonna fast forward to the fuckery, and then I'm gonna get in his ass.
Makes a woman have an abortion? Bro, decided, you know what, we're done being nice about this. We're forcing our way. It would be probably I will give them a week at most of the few women that would fight back. They would be slaughtered. Okay. And then it would go back to caveman rule. That's not what women want, but that's the end role of this whole man up, take it, be a man, take charge or whatever. That's the logical conclusion of that type of rhetoric. I don't believe they understand it, because if they did, they would not champion those types of ideologies, because that's where that leads to. And then they would be helpless to stop that. They could not, women cannot physically stand against men. So this whole, even pushing this as a law, the fact that men even have these debates and conversations in these civil ways is a testament to men's mercy and grace, honestly, wholesale. So men, if you're out there, if you've not signed my petition, go ahead and sign it. After this, I'm gonna drop it in the chat. For equality under the law, men have to have financial abortion. It's a step in the right direction.
All right, that's going to be time. Lady Mahogany, 5 minutes on the clock. Pull the trigger.
All right.
Closing statement.
Yeah. First, I want to say thank you so much, X, for inviting me up here. And I want to say thank you to Mr. JR for participating and coming up here and stepping up to the challenge. I think he did a good job, even though I don't believe anything I don't agree with anything that he's saying. But I do appreciate that he had the balls to come up here and face a fucking warrior, because that's what I am. I don't bow down, I don't cower, I don't bend, I don't fold. That's not my personality type. And I see that there's people in the chat that they take fault with that. But I'm a strong woman, so I'm not going to apologize for my stance and how I feel about it. I do not believe in abortion. I am, I heard someone in there call me a murderer. You can call me what you want. I said what I said. And like I said, under certain circumstances, when you're talking about rape and molestation and incest, and those things do happen, whether we like it or not, whether we don't want to talk about it or not, doesn't make it not true that they happen. Okay. Second thing I want to address is that some of the things that he said. So women and men are equal under the law. Not really. Not all over the world, and even in the United States, women are still paid 75% on the dollar compared to men. I just want to say that, and women are still struggling. I know this. So that's not really true. It might sound good on paper. It might sound good for this country to say, but this country's been saying a lot of things about Black folks being equal under the law, and we weren't. So that's just dismissing its foolishness. We're not equal. We're not treated equal. And then the idea of women, let me see, let me get this together. That it's unfair, as if we make the laws, as if Black women make any type, if we have any type of power, we don't. So this whole thing that we should be doing something about the system being unfair, it's unfair towards us also. So instead of us, like I said at the very beginning, if you were listening, people in the chat, like I said at the beginning, this is not a Black man, a Black woman debate. This is just us as people working together debate. That's why I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him because I don't think that this whole idea of men asking for financial abortion makes any sense. Because the fact of the matter is, if that were something that were put in place, how many men would actually, there are some, I'm not saying that they're not, but there's a lot that would never want to pay for their responsibilities. We see that. We see that. Child support wasn't just put out here for no reason. There are some people that do not want to take care of their seed at all. They want to drop babies and keep on going. I'm not saying that's the majority of Black men. That's not the men that I know. That's not my son's father. That's not my brother. That's not the men that I know, but I do know that it happens. And for us to pretend, I feel like sometimes Black people, we like to pretend that fucking shit is sweet. Okay? I mean, it is a problem in our community that there are some people that do not take care of their responsibilities, whether they're male or female. So us acting like this doesn't happen is just ridiculousness. So if you give certain men the option of whether they have to pay for a baby, whether they choose to pay for a baby, you're going to have a lot of starving children out there. Because let's just face it, some motherfuckers are not going to pay their way. Another thing that he said that I want to address before we go is that the responsibility of pregnancy, I've already said this a million times, and I'm going to stand on that. As long as they're two adult people, both people will be held responsible. That's how it is in the court of law. That's how it is in the court of common sense. So if you know that there's a chance that you could have a baby with somebody, you should always be at least protecting yourself. You don't put your life, I don't care who you are, woman or man, you don't put your life, your livelihood in the hands of somebody else to hold. Once again, Brother Z, X, and Brother JR, I really do appreciate All right, you guys. So that was the debate from last. First of all, welcome everybody. Part-time planting, Shantae. I'll get to your questions in a second, but I'm addressing this fool for the last time. And welcome everyone. Listen. Let's get some things straight here. You freaking trifling niggas been trying to get me on some BS for years. You've been running around here saying things that I said, saying that I said things that I never said. You can't pull any receipts. But I can pull all the receipts on you. Now, you said tonight that you don't know me. You don't know who was talking to you. You know very well who was talking to you. You debated me a year ago, and you've been on several panels with me. I can't stand you, and you can't stand me. Now, I'm going to just put it to you like this. Like I said, I fuck with the people I fuck with, but I am avoiding panels. I absolutely am, because I don't have time to be sitting up on panels with people that don't fucking bring a spark to a motherfucking flame. And he's up there calling somebody dumb and stupid, and he sounds dumb and stupid. Everything this nigga says sounds dumb and stupid. He's been complaining about financial abortion for fucking 3 years, and you mean to tell me you haven't thought to take it to your own local jurisdiction, but you up on YouTube talking about you going to make some changes and get a petition? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Everybody want to call me when I'm on this. Listen, for real. Let me bring this down. Like I said, I was avoiding getting on the panel because I knew I was going to go up there and some brain dead idiot like J.I. would hop up there after me and bring the conversation down to foolishness. And that's why I jumped off before he got up there. But I did not listen to my better sense. My better sense said to stay off that panel when he's up there, because he's one of these dudes, and there's several of them. Every single time they hit the panel, they bring the level of intelligence down. They bring it down. They act like they're the smartest motherfucker in the room, and they're really the dumbest motherfucker in the fucking room. J.I. talks about this no matter what. We could be talking about goddamn shit. Automobiles, and he's going to bring the conversation back to this foolishness because this is all he knows. Nigga, don't you ever insult my intelligence and think that you're on the level of me. He got up there. Of course, he got mad and pissed, and I became all kind of stupid bitch, sluts, whores. Nigga, you talking about your mama. You don't know shit about me or my pussy or where it's been. But I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I let these niggas fuck all that. I've been in this space for a long time, and I done took all the fuck I'm going to take off of you dusty, crusty niggas. I'm not taking no more shit off of y'all. I'm not. I'll go to the spaces that welcome me and welcome me on the panel and stuff like that, and then I'm bouncing out. That was my bad for jumping up on the panel thinking that I could have a logical conversation with a fucking brain dead idiot. And this is a man that gets up on from panel to panel and talks about women being like children and women having the intellectual capacity of children. Yet he has a whole fucking avatar, grown ass man with an avatar, a Wolverine, talking about woman's intellectual capacity. Nigga, please. And I'm not looking at you guys right now because I got to keep the focus on this nigga. But, unfortunately, he's not the only one. There's several of them that travel to and fro throughout the spaces. They seek comfort in certain panels where they know they can get. And see, this nigga, he wouldn't last 2 seconds over here. He could not do what he did 2 seconds on this panel. Not because I would kick him off, not because I would curse him out. I've had people in opposition to me on this panel. But you're not going to overtalk me. And you're not going to be able to bullshit me and talk in circles. And say stupid shit like babies being born is 100% a woman's fault and not a man when it takes fucking 2 people to fucking create life. Who the fuck you talking to, you brain dead nigga? And people listen. People actually listen to this fool. So now we listening to 1 + 1 is motherfucking 1. Are we listening to that now in this space? That's why I say I got to get the fuck on. Because common sense ain't fucking common no more. At least not in these spaces. Don't make no fucking sense. And he goes from panel to freaking panel saying the same stupid shit and people listen to him. And I noticed something. Seemed like the stupider the nigga is, the more long-winded the nigga is, and then the more he has to say. It's like the intelligent people. Honestly, I think we just get tired and we just let a nigga talk. Poor KC and BMT just got quiet because they just let this nigga run his brain dead motherfucking mouth. But see, I'm getting old. I am getting old. You niggas want to call me old? Fine, I'll take that. Too old for the BS. Too old for this shit. You're not going to be able to tell me 1 + 1 is motherfucking 1, nigga. It takes 2, so therefore 2 people are responsible for bringing a child into the world. And if you don't want a child, don't fuck without protection, or just don't fuck. It's just that simple. And to me, it seems like he's doing his part. He probably ain't fucking. Because I have a hard time believing somebody that spends his time hopping from panel to panel to panel to panel talking about goddamn financial abortion has a girlfriend. I have a hard time believing that. And like I said, he ain't the only one. That's his thing. Some of these men, it's something else. But they can never stay on the topic. Oh, let me say hi to y'all. Hey, Sexy Red. Oh my gosh. Hey, Angel. I'm sorry. Y'all don't think I'm being rude. I just cannot look at y'all and keep the focus of the and keep the focus of what I'm talking about. Okay. So forgive me. Hey, Dougie. You saw that foolishness, Dougie. You was in the chat. I'm not, like I said, I'm not even going to go in long and hard on this fool because he's not worth it. I want you guys to rewind this video and you'll see where me and him debated on Teapot, even though he tried to act like he don't know me. He did the same stupid shit when D. Durrell confronted his ass over there on BMTs. He tried to act like he don't know who D. Durrell is. He keeps his mouth on D. Durrell. But how the fuck you don't know who D. Durrell is and you keep on throwing shots at him? How the fuck you don't know who I am and I'm on BMT's show all the fucking time? And you debated me, nigga. But y'all, I'm just asking that y'all not far off of the BS. I saw people in the chat. Oh, she's rude. Oh, she's unfeminine. Oh, she always do. I do this when I'm dealing with a fucking jackass. Yes, I do. When somebody show me their ass, I show them my motherfucking ass. That's just how this go. You show me your ass, I'm gonna show you my ass. That's how we doing it. I can't even remember who that was. Oh, she's so rude. But this nigga sitting up there talking about women have the mind capacity of children, that's not rude to you? I hope you're not a motherfucking woman, because that should be hella rude to you. But half these bitches got such low self-esteem, and I'm about to get on some of these hoes' asses. I'm really sick of some of these bitches. I'm straight up and down. And I'm talking about all over the space. I touched on it a little bit the other night. But don't be calling me rude and all this and that, ho. You don't know me. You don't know me. You find me rude because of my language and my tone, but you don't find him rude when he's sitting there insulting you because he's singing in a monotone, calm voice. Bitch, you stupid. Are you dumb? Whew, Jesus. So I was gonna go on. I then got my blood pressure going. How long we been? Okay, 22 minutes. That's good. Like I said, y'all go watch the replay and y'all see what I'm saying. All you people in the chat that think I'm rude when y'all see me going to and fro, shut your asses up because you don't know me. I'm rude, but you can sit there and listen to somebody insult you day in and day out. I listen to some of the content some of these same women that be calling us unfeminine and all this and that. These same bitches be in these motherfuckers chat, be in these niggas chats while they say the worst stuff about us. But I'm rude. You don't think it's rude when they talking shit about us? That's not rude though. It's only rude when I pop back. Am I supposed to be abused because you like being? Because I'm convinced now that some of these hoes like to be abused. You got a bunch of low self-esteem bitches running around here. A bunch of low self-esteem. I've never seen such a thing in all my days. If I could pick me, these are some low self-esteem bitches. Because anybody that is giving the air to this fool, not only do they not have any sense, they don't got, oh, Jesus. I'm praying for you. This nigga stay insulting women. Now, it's sad because, like I said, I was going to do a video, try and keep it balanced, get on the women. There was a video. That's what the fucking, that was what the video was initially about. It was about a video that was going around, a tacky ass video, rap video about killing baby daddies. That's what the conversation was. And he brought it around the financial abortion. And I was trying to give a balanced conversation. But like I said, you can't give a balanced conversation to somebody who ain't got no goddamn balance. And I realized that. But like I said, that's why I don't hit panels as much. I can't take it. I'm not going to take it. Because I actually have pride and fucking self-esteem. And I don't have to take it. I don't have to sit up on panels with you dusty, crusty niggas and niggettes. I don't have to do that. I have enough common sense to know that. And I have enough self-esteem about myself to know that I don't have to listen to that type of abuse, because that's exactly what it is. It's fucking abuse. To listen to somebody tell you that you're not as smart as somebody because you're a woman, because you have a goddamn vagina. Who would listen to that? I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. Now, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I was going to go longer, but my point has been made. It's been made actually about 10 minutes ago when I showed y'all that clip and y'all heard that fool. So there it is. And for all the haters, no matter, I know y'all hating, but and some of y'all are some bitch ass niggas. But for all y'all haters that think this gonna drive a wedge between me and BMT, this will never drive a wedge between me and BMT. You pussies. Because me and BMT are actual friends. You jackasses. You will never drive a wedge between us. Peace. Good night, y'all.